Good morning. So as a quick review of the study guide you'll have to do today, I'm not going to give you any answers, but I'm going to give you direction. The first one is perimeter. So that would be the area that goes around the, uh-oh, redo. Let's see what happened. Okay. All right, it is the area that goes around. So you're just going to add all the numbers around, and that will give you your perimeter. Okay, going forward, area of this figure, area equals base times height. Base, height. Area of a triangle, 1/2 of the base multiplied by the height. I suggest you write it out because so often that's the mistake that's made, is the half is forgotten because you're doing it in your head, or you're just doing it on a calculator and you haven't written it out and you forget to take the half. Okay. This says name the space figure. This is not a space. I would call this a solid, but that's just me. It is named after its base, and its base here is right here. It's a square, okay? And it only has one vertex at the top, so that means it's a pyramid. Okay, going forward. Oops, sorry, didn't click my thing. Okay, same thing. What is this? The base, the two bases, which bases always have to be parallel to each other. These bases are triangles, and obviously does not have only one vertex at the top, so it would be a prism. Okay, finding the net, finding the figure from a net. You just fold up all these, right? What would this look like if I folded all of these in? Okay, I say reference back to the question before. All right, going down. Same thing here, folding everything in. All these points would create one vertex at the top. And what is the shape here? I did not create this a test originally. I pulled it from someone else. I do not agree with this. If it was a rectangle pyramid, they would have to give you another side. And they did not. So to me, this would be a square pyramid, but and on the key that I will give you once you have, I can't even spell square this morning. Anyway, okay, on the key that I give you, that is a note that I made. All right, surface area. You can either create a net of this, or what I like to do is I like to do them in order. So I do the top and bottom area. Then I find the sides, the area of the two sides, and then I do front and back. Okay? That way I don't forget any of the sides. I have a consistent order and I'm not just going hodgepodge around, okay? So top and bottom, your measurements would be 6 and 15. The two sides, they're going to be 15 and 4. And front and back, you're going to be 6 and 4. Okay, moving forward. This is a cube. You will notice that because all three measurements are the same. So you find the surface area of one side, right? One side, and then you multiply it by 6. Here, one of the things I saw that was quite frequent is forgetting the area of the bottom. So I suggest in this one we do the order of bottom area, and then two sides, and then front and back, or the two bases. Okay, so I would find this area first, then these two areas, and then the front and the back. Okay, here, clearly a square, find the area of the bottom, right? So bottom, and then faces. So you have one bottom and four faces. Okay, so a bottom has measurements of 6 by 6, faces have measurement of 6 by 7. And remember, don't forget to take the half of those faces. Okay, next one. Oops. Delete, going. Okay. Find the volume. Volume requires three numbers, 1, 2, 3, and you are multiplying. Okay? So I have a 3.4, 5.5, 5.5. I'm going to multiply those three numbers, and that is multiply the length with the width with the height. And that's your answer. Okay, moving on. Same thing here. Length multiplied by width multiplied by height. Same thing here. 3 practice problems. Okay, this one, a little bit different. You have your volume is equal to length, width, and height. It gives you the volume of 480. It gives you the length of 12. It gives you the width of 8, and it wants to know the height. So then we're solving algebraically, right? We're combining these two to have a 96H, and we're bringing this down, and then there you go, completing the problem. This problem here, number 4, what I suggest is, do you see anything that, when I looked at this, because this is 440, that 44 stuck out to me. So my eye immediately went to something that could be a factor of that multiple. And I went here, and then I noticed that this was 8 and 5, which would be 40. Okay. If you do not recognize that right away, then you could also just multiply all of these and find that which is 440. Okay, moving on. Standard dice. You're looking for the volume of the dice, not the surface area. You're looking for the volume. If this is a cube, that means all sides are 15. And this last one, this is a bonus question. Excuse me. You can, like I said, it's bonus. Let me give you a brief help with this. The most difficult part of this, I feel, would be the fact that this is in centimeters and these bases are in meters. If you're looking for the volume of the whole thing, that would be the one thing that you would might trip you up in your answer. You have to change this to meters. Okay, so 180 divided by 100 gives you 1.8. The reason that is for every 1 meter, it's 100 centimeters. Okay, now if I wanted, I could change all of these to centimeters and do it that way, but I find it's easier to change this one, because you have then changed this, and then here is your base for your triangle is the same as the length here, and then here's your width, and then here's your height. And we have not done any volume of triangles. I will give you the hint that you're going to use this formula. Big B stands for the base area of this. Okay? So once you find the base area of this, you then just multiply it by the height. Because this would be exactly like if you had a triangle bucket, right? You find the area of the bucket at the bottom, triangle shaped, and then you just fill up that bucket, and that's the height. So if you can find this area, then multiply it by the height here, you know, thinking of like kind of rotating that so this becomes your height. That will give you the volume for this. Okay? I hope this is helpful. Good luck. When you finish your study guide, if you will submit it, I will send, or you can send me a quick chat, say, hey, Miss Brock, I finished. I will share the answer key with you so you can check your answers. Bye.